Under the FIFA statutes, it's the independent decision of the Iranian Football Association to decide whether to participate in the World Championships or not to do. It's not a political decision of the political leaders in Iran, so it's a decision of the association. And as far as I know, there is no clear decision of the Iranian Football Association not to participate. It might be, and it seems realistic, that they will withdraw, and there are some hints that they will, but by now there is no formal decision of the Iranian Football Federation. The statutes of that specific tournament foresees a number of financial and disciplinary measures in case that a team does not participate. And first of all, depending on at what time they refrain from participating in the tournament, there is a financial fine starting at 250,000 Swiss francs, going up to some 500,000 Swiss francs. And the Iranian Football Association also then would have to repay what they got from FIFA as some kind of preparatory money. And the probably highest amount is the one which the Iranian National Association could get for participating in the tournament, which is something in the first stage, something around 9 million US dollars, which they will not get if they do not participate in the tournament. As disciplinary measures, FIFA could also take away the rights as an association. The Iranian Football Association could be abstained from FIFA as a federation. That could be a punishment. When reading through the statutes and provision, it's a little bit questionable if they could be punished by that if they, at an early stage, decide not to participate. It's a bit unclear. The Iranian National Federation could argue that the reason why they couldn't fulfill their applications was that there was a force majeure case, and under the provisions of the treaty and also on the Swiss law, which is the one which is relevant for that kind of contract, says that you are no longer bound by your own obligations in case of a force majeure. And first of all, there is no definition of force majeure cases in the FIFA statutes, and there is also no formal definition in Swiss law what force majeure is. But under the jurisprudence of the Swiss Federal Tribunal, there is a definition, and it says that any unforeseeable and extraordinary event which is out of the control of the parties is such force majeure. And it does not seem unrealistic to regard the current war as such a force majeure case. But the problem with that is that under the tournament provisions imposed by FIFA on the National Federation, it says that even in case of force majeure, it is in the sole discretion of FIFA to decide what to do or what not to do. So even in force majeure cases, the obligation of the Iranian national team is not lifted. There are only, as far as I know, two examples. The very recent is Eritrea withdrawing their participation in that same tournament in an early stage. And in that case, as far as I know, there had been no sanctions, and there was also no other team which took the place of Eritrea in that specific case. And the other situation was the withdrawal of the GDR team in 1999, when the German Democratic Republic was resolved or finished as a state. And in that case, their national federation withdrew from the 1992 European Championships without any sanctions because the federation itself ended its existence. The ones who are most punished by not participating are the players of the Iranian national team. And it's quite unfair to put that punishment on them. So that's a thing FIFA should think about, whether to have, similar to the Olympic Games, where you had the refugee team, to have a similar team. I don't know the specific conditions of that, and it will definitely cause difficulties in resolving, but having a team consisting of Iranian national football players, but not under the Iranian flag whatsoever, that is something FIFA should think about. in case that they don't take that path, another team can follow in or substitute the Iranian national team. But looking to the situation of the withdrawal of the Eritrea team, there was no substitution of that specific team from the tournament. So that could also be a solution